The door is locked, maybe even wedged shut with a towel just to be safe. You've got the RGB lights set to that deep, heavy purple or low-level red. It's not just a room anymore, it's a cockpit. Maybe you're rocking the dual monitors, or you've got the tablet propped up next to the main screen because one stream just doesn't hit the spot anymore. You need the flood? And honestly, it feels like magic. You sit down at 11 p.m., you blink, and suddenly birds are chirping. And it's 6 a.m. You didn't just watch a video, you entered a trance. A hypnotic state where the bills, the loneliness, the awkward conversation you had at work, it all dissolves. In the cave, you are the king. You have total control. You tell yourself, damn, maybe I've hacked the system. Maybe I can just live here. Unlimited pleasure, free of charge, forever. But then the video buffers, or the screen goes black for a split second between clips, and you catch your reflection. That's not a king staring back. That's a zombie. Mouth open, eyes dead, skin pale. You aren't hacking the system. You're the battery powering it. And deep down, past the dopamine haze, you know something is rotting inside you. If you're still watching, it's because you're tired of lying to yourself. Hit subscribe right now, not for me, but to mark this moment as the second you decided to wake up. Chapter 1. The Fried Circuit. Let's look under the hood. You know that brain fog people on Reddit talk about? That's not just a metaphor. You are literally frying your hardware. When you edge for 4, 5, 6 hours, you are blasting your dopamine receptors with a fire hose. You are training your brain to believe that sitting in a chair and clicking a mouse is the greatest evolutionary achievement in history. You ask, wait, isn't it just a release? No. A release is 10 minutes. What you're doing is a marathon of overstimulation. You are desensitizing yourself to the point where real life feels like it's in slow motion. A real conversation? Boring. A real sunset? Dull. A real woman? She doesn't have 4K resolution and she doesn't do exactly what you want when you swipe left. You are trading reality for pixels, and the exchange rate is bankrupting your soul. Chapter 2. The Ghosting. And this is where the isolation creeps in. You start ghosting your own life. Your phone buzzes, it's your boy asking to hang out. Or maybe your mom checking in. And what's your reaction? You're annoyed. You're actually pissed off that a human being loves you enough to reach out, because they are interrupting your session. I'm busy, you text back. I'm tired. You lie. You aren't busy. You are locked in a room with a tissue box, rejecting the real world because it demands effort. You convince yourself you're an introvert, but you're not. You're just hiding. You're building a wall brick by brick, and eventually, the people on the other side are going to stop knocking. Chapter 3. The Fear of the Void. But if I stop, I'll be miserable. That's the voice, isn't it? That's the parasite talking. The scariest part of quitting isn't the horny. It's the boredom. You are terrified of the silence. You think, if I don't goon, what do I do? You stare at the ceiling? You feel the crushing weight of your unachieved potential? Yes, exactly. You feel it. That pain is called being alive. You have been numbing yourself for so long that you forgot that boredom is actually the rocket fuel for change. You are scared that without the goon cave, you are nothing. But right now, inside the cave, you are becoming less than nothing. You are becoming a spectator in your own existence. Chapter 4. The Reboot. So how do we break the trance? You don't do it by trying harder. You do it by changing the environment. You have to nuke the stash, delete the terabytes, install the blockers. If you can't trust yourself with a smartphone in the bathroom, leave it in the kitchen. It's going to suck. The first week is going to feel like you have the flu. You're going to be irritable, shaky, and your brain is going to scream for just one peek. Just one clip to relax. It will say, do not listen. That is the addiction dying. Let it die. Start doing things that suck in a different way. Cold showers, heavy weights, reading a book where the pages don't glow. You need to recalibrate your dopamine to effortless, low-stimulus activities. You need to learn how to look at a tree and actually see it again. Chapter 5. The Escape. Imagine this. A month from now, you wake up and your first thought isn't, I hope I have time to edge later. Your eyes are clear. Your voice is deeper because you aren't carrying the weight of 1,000 secrets. You walk down the street and you make eye contact with someone, and you don't look away in shame. You feel dangerous again, in the good way. You feel capable. The cave is always going to be there, waiting with the door open and the lights dim. It wants you back. But you've got a life to conquer. Close the tabs, open the door, step into the light. We're waiting for you.